Are going to introduce a puppy pinch to Tsunami. Tsunami is 5 months. Generally, I teach in my classes, most dogs will introduce a pinch collar around 6 months. If you're doing everything right with the dog, you get to about that 6 months, you're going to be ready for one. But you want the dog to be a puppy and build up a lot of confidence. It's got to fit your lifestyle, but that's typically, I try to go as long as I can, or I should say we, Jacob, my son, and I, we're going to go a little early with her because she's driving us nuts. We live in an apartment on the 3rd floor, and especially having two. This is Ahsoka. Ahsoka's 4 years old, and they're both very food motivated. So we're going to introduce pinch collar. Herm Sprenger is the only company collar I use. I like the quick release buckle. There are many. I can put links. Can you help me do that?
Yeah.
We can put the links in the comments, right? Or in the description. They're by far the best pinch collar on the market. I want to make sure I got the right size on the dog. So I don't want it to spin freely if possible. I want it to fit pretty snug. Good girl. I'm going to be getting her excited. That's why Jacob's just hanging over so she doesn't come and break early and interrupt my video while working with her. And I also want to continue, I always want to continue building impulse control with these dogs. That's the hard part, right? It is not my responsibility when he has that leash in his hand. It's not my responsibility to give her any commands. If I'm giving her a command verbally and he's giving her something different with the leash, we're creating confusion. So if he's got that leash, I need to completely stay out of that situation. So if he needs to correct her, he's going to correct her. That's difficult for me because I'm with her 24/7. Right? So I'm going to start. I'm going to be getting her outside working on this soon too. But I just want to get her comfortable with the sensation. Girl, in a really positive way. And I can reward her too. Actually, much more effective if he does. Good. We have been working on her impulse control when training. I have not really started tethering a whole lot with her, but she does spend a lot of time in her crate. She's only out for 15, 20, 30 minutes, but we do that all day. You know, versus if you work a 9 to 5 and back and forth, you're spending, good 8 hours. We're doing that all the time. So that's our routine. Partly because having two high energy, high drive dogs like this in this little apartment is, what would you say, Jacob, a little chaotic?
No, I wouldn't say a little.
At best.
I'd say a lot more than just chaos. Mayhem.
But we do have a lot of fun. I think we're both really starting to bond with the puppy. I generally had a day, was it last week, where I was contemplating maybe finding her a home with a veteran or something because she is an amazing dog. And I could see that Jacob was a little upset about that, so I worked through that as well. But we have those moments. Good girl. But overall, she's been a really fun dog. She is very, very drivey. I really lucked out with her. She came from an accidental breeding, so I got a great price on her. Drove down to North Carolina. And I want her to be able to turn the pressure on that leash off. It's good. So that's how I'm going to acclimate her to it. It's going to be very different when I walk out that door and go downstairs. Right here, there's zero distraction and everything to focus on. I'm going to have something to focus on out there, but there's going to be a lot of distraction. So it's going to be very different. The exercises are going to be different. But this is how like I said, I get the dog comfortable with wearing it in general. Good. I am definitely going to have a backup. Very important, especially with a dog, a high drive dog that may chase cats or squirrels. May. Right? Hey. So, the last thing I need that thing is to pop. So we're going to make sure we have a backup on. Good. What the? Okay. Good. All right. I'll do another video on what it's like downstairs, out in public, next.
Please remember to like and subscribe.